Here we are, we're looking at the Celtic cross, the probably most frequently used of all the tarot spreads, gives you a great deal of information in only 10 cards. So what we do, we start, how to lay this out, we start, card number 1 gives us the heart of the matter, card number 2 gives us what crosses you, what stops you from moving forward. Card number 3, what underpins your life. So we go around clockwise. 4, the immediate past, what's leaving your life, going into the past. What's above you, what you're aiming for. And the next card is the immediate future. The stave, the other 4 cards, shed a bit more light, kind of explain the message of the central cross. So here we have the Hanged Man, the 7th card, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 7th card, the Hanged Man, the way that you're looking at life. 8, in this case the 3 of coins, how other people see you. That's an interesting thing, actually. Doesn't necessarily answer a question, but it's quite important for your querent to know. 9, what you're hoping for. Oh, the moon and what you're hoping for, that's an odd one. Final outcome. By what we mean by final outcome is really 2 to 3 months' time. Of course, people coming for a tarot reading do want to know about the future. Tarot really gives you where your life is, the challenges, and how you it doesn't tell people how to overcome challenges. It it just says these are the challenges facing you. What we cannot do is we cannot solve people's problems for them. This person, very obviously, it at first glance, it looks like a scary spread, doesn't it? Look at it. There we are, the Wheel of Fortune. Feeling that you need a little bit of luck, feeling that you don't have control. The 10 of Swords as to what crosses you. Oh. You feel like you've been stabbed in the back. That's quite a popular thing to say to people, that, you know, I feel as if I've been stabbed in the back, but step back a little bit from the situation and ask yourself, are you being a bit too dramatic? It is a very dramatic card. Sometimes it can mean, is it really that bad? Really depends, I suppose, on how well you know your querent, as to how much you want to say. But, you know, you feel as if you've been stabbed in the back. Where do we go from here? Underpinning life, the Emperor. That's dealing with male-dominated bureaucracy. So in the absence of anything here about relationships, it doesn't look as if this person is in the process of getting divorced, which of course a tremendous amount of people who are coming for a tarot reading are. Underpins, perhaps this is the bank. It's obviously some kind of conflict going on here, and some entrenched male-dominated energy, leaving your life, going into the past. What appears at first glance as a young, slightly impulsive man, or could be the querent. Knights do not have to be male, they can be female, but there's also maybe a feeling of perhaps having lost work here. What this person is aiming for, what's above her, is aiming to celebrate, aiming to harvest. The 3 of Cups, it is about celebrating something that you've worked for and something that you have achieved. Yeah. immediate future is about changes and moving on. A shift from often leaving home or your own children leaving home, but moving up the generations, moving into perhaps moving from youth to middle age, if you like. Yeah, it is a nice card. It is just about the way that we grow, we develop. 10 of coins. It's a 10, so it's something coming to an end, something coming to fruition. And of course, from 10 we can only go back to 1. From 10 we begin all over again. So although there's a feeling of the Wheel of Fortune, a feeling of things being stuck, things not really happening, immediate future, we do have probably quite dramatic changes. The way this person is looking at her life, the Hanged Man, everything is stuck, everything is on hold, and yet we have change there in the future. It looks as though this person does a job that she's very good at, that she cares about, more important to her than just money, and yet with the Celtic cross, what is above you, in this case the Three of Cups, is what you're aiming for. So conveniently next to that is what you're hoping for. If there's a difference between an aim and a hope, I often, alarm bells start ringing a bit. What she's kind of hoping for, I think, is to gain clarity, because the moon is about not seeing the whole picture, not seeing things clearly, but it is also about making the choice between being the dog there on the left. That's the domesticated animal that's choosing safety, and on the right is the wolf. That's about running with the wolves, taking a bit of risk. What we have in this person's immediate future is the kind of Bilbo Baggins bag end card, achieving calmness, peace, serenity, prosperity to a certain extent, but it's very much a sort of cozy by the fire sort of slippers card. Yeah, kind of nice, isn't it? So from being stabbed in the back, we get to peace and serenity, and I think there's quite a lot here about maybe really just seeing things the way that they really are, letting go of some of the stabbed in the back feeling, and being able to move on. Sometimes it's not a case of actually changing so much as changing the way that you look at things. An awful lot of people already have a lot of what they think they're striving for. A lot of people do already have a lot of the Nine of Cups. They do have safety and security. It's just sometimes you can't always quite see it. Yeah. So what can we say to this person? Because say things will change, things will move forward, and you can achieve the harvest, the celebration that you are aiming for. So I think this is one of those readings that really says, relax a little bit. You already have a tremendous amount of what you are working for and what you are striving for. In many respects, that's quite a nice message, isn't it? Yeah. You've obviously been working hard, and it will come together. Just accept that Rome wasn't built in a day. It'll take time. Yeah? Come on. Give yourself a little bit of time. We'll be looking at some more spreads a bit later. Meanwhile, please subscribe to my channel and do have a look at the Learn to Read Tarot Facebook group. And I hope to see you again soon.